So a third dimension is basically anything that you can perceive with your five senses, right? Anything that you can hear, smell, taste, touch, and see is what is deemed as you're experiencing the third dimension. And there are multiple dimensions in this lifetime. However, most of us are only exposed to the third dimension because that's the most common. That's the physical, you feel me? So, relationships. Let's talk about relationships. And this is not going to be a popular topic, or it's not going to be what a lot of people want to hear, but this is honestly the truth. So third dimensional relationships are relationships that you are experiencing in this earth school. You know, I label the earth as an earth school because it's only here to teach us how to ascend spiritually, how to become more aware of ourselves, how to open our focus. So relationships that are third dimensional based, which means that they are strictly physical, they're not going to last. They're only there to teach you how to ascend spiritually. They're only there to help you mirror your trauma that you experienced as you was younger. And the purpose of these relationships is to help you, as I mentioned, ascend, become more aware. They're there to help you elevate. And sometimes, most of the times, we hold a blind eye to these relationships because we don't want to believe, we don't want to face ourselves in a mirror because it's a hard truth to become aware spiritually, and it's a hard truth to face our trauma. So, you know, God or the universe or whatever belief that you have will continue to place you in these relationships with people to help you ascend. And when you continue to be blind to it, that's when you continue to basically self-sabotage yourself. The only real relationships that can thrive are spiritual relationships. Spiritual partnerships is the way I like to perceive them. Spiritual partnerships. Those relationships are relationships where two individuals are on a collective journey to become more spiritually awakened, to become more aware, to become more in tune to their higher self. And that's when you begin to learn how to create. That's when you begin to learn how to maneuver through a whole different dimension after you become oblivious, after you just eliminate the third dimension. Because the third dimension is only a earth school teaching you how to maneuver to a higher sense of consciousness. And that's how relationships play a factor in that earth school, because they help teach you. They help teach you your trauma from years ago. They help teach you how to manage it. They help to teach you how to eliminate it. They just help teach you about yourself. And you would know a third dimensional relationships because you'll be going through so much shit with that person, and you just constantly keep going back, or you find another person and they do the same shit. It's like a cycle. So that's how third dimensional relationships are no longer a thing. Like, they're not going to last at all. And that's just the facts. You feel me? So with this knowledge, you can actually apply yourself to find your partner, to find your spiritual partner. But you just got to be ready to mentally ascend. And you got to be ready to be aware of yourself, pretty much. And then once you become in tune to yourself, that's when it'll start to flow to you. That's when real love will start to enter your life, because you'll start to love yourself, because that third dimensional relationship kind of help you see things in yourself that you never thought was there, and you can heal that stuff. And then that's when you begin to love yourself, and that's when you attract that energy of real love. So that is the reason of third dimensional relationships.